Video number 39 in support of the 3D Experience CATIA generative shape design application. The particular icon that I would like to discuss is what is called Conic. When you are in the generative shape design, the ribbon at the bottom of the page looks like this, and there's a wireframe tab. Within that wireframe tab, there is a pull-up menu, and Conic is one of them. In the previous videos, you have discussed these other situations: circle, corner, and connect curve. Now, when one clicks on the Conic icon, this dialog box opens up. There's quite a few things that can be done here. So I'm not going to go through all the ins and outs of it, just a few basic ones that we're going to need to create a Conic section. Now, if you look at this dialog box, first of all, a conic section has to be in the same plane. Okay, so you need to select a support, which is plane. Then there is a start point, end point, start tangent, end tangent, and a value that is described here. Now we can change this, but at the end of the day, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one that's set for you 5. Now, where's this 5 coming from? Now notice that in the XY plane, the general conic has this form, and the shape of this is determined by A, B, C, D, E, not F. A, B, C, D, E. Okay, 5 parameters, 5 things to be specified. So that's where these things are coming from. Now, there is a help, online help, but it is a bit different from what you see in math books, math literature, because this conic parameter, which they're defining here, and you can change it, as I said, is not defined in the form that is in the CATIA help, okay, in mathematics literature. But anyway, let's move on and do some problems. So we're going to go here. I'm going to draw in the vertical plane. Remember, things have to be in the vertical plane. In the vertical plane, I'm going to draw 2 lines. Okay, so let's say first one, let's sketch something. I'm going to draw a line like that. Exit. And here's my first sketch. And on the vertical plane again, another line. And exit. Okay. Now, select the wireframe tab. Go and select the conic. First of all, the value is set to 0.5, and this parameter, if you look at the health, this parameter that is defined here, if it's between 0 and 0.5, it is an ellipse. If it's equal to 0.5, it's a parabola, and if it's bigger than 0.5, it's a hyperbola. Okay, as I said, this kind of a thing, you can find it in math literature, so it's a CATIA devised basically parameter. So let's go here. Start point. Well, first of all, you need to select the support. Support, this is all happening in the vertical plane, YZ plane, because both of these are in the YZ plane. Start point, this point. End point, this point. Start tangent, this line. End tangent, this tangent. Notice that start point, end point, start tangent, and tangent. Let me move these things out of the way so that you can see it better. The support, up the support. This is the start point. This is the end tangent, and that is this. Okay, now notice that this value is set to 0.5, but if I take this and drag it up, the value will change. So right now, it's a parabola. If I move it up, this is turning into hyperbola. If I move it down, that's moving to an ellipse, okay? Now let me set it back to 0.5. Now, there is this tag box here. See that? There is this tag. If you select it, see this is tangent intersection point. So if you look at these tangent line, there is a point that they intersect. If you check it, uh, okay. Now, what I can do is I can, let me cancel this for a second. So let me go in this plane, bear with me for a second. Okay, on that vertical plane, I'm going to create a point. For example, this one. Okay, so this point lies in that support. Go back to Conic. Once again, this vertical plane is the support plane. This is the start point. This is the end point. This is the start tangent. This is the end tangent. And uh, there's my curve. Well, I pulled it a little bit up here. Let me put it back to right now. It's a hyperbola, but that's okay, no problem. But notice that there is this box here which says tangent intersection point. So if you look at the tangent curve, these endpoints, they intersect at a certain location, and says, do you want to select, instead of selecting, notice as soon as I check that, these two pieces of information disappeared. But instead I can go and select this point, and notice what happens. It redraws that thing, that hyperbola, so that the tangent here and the tangent there, they intersect at that location. So essentially that gives you uh, two pieces of information also. 1, 2, 3, and 2 here, 4. I took away the start and end tangents, but instead I specified that point, which is the location of the intersection of the tangent point, and you're going to get that. Now, needless to say, you can take this thing and move it up and down. Tangent will always go through that point, but things go from ellipse to hyperbola, to parabola, etc. So that's pretty much it.